correct me, is that when you're at the HBCU level, you know, you in your mind and the way you handle stuff, you can run those programs like a Division 1A program. But for some reason, change scares people. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And when you haven't seen those things, I'm pretty sure now that you sitting in that seat, I hope they ready for
Yes, sir.
some changes. And it ain't always necessarily got to be about money.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? But it got to be about support.
That's right.
And you know, I'm pretty sure you've already spoke highly of the support you have there. Are you seeing those same things that you could change down there, that you could make better?
I do. And I'll just tell you, it's just like even when I was to come back to here, and I'm not just trying to say that Mississippi Delta is doing this because I'm here, but I was at Alcorn. I was at Morgan. I'm talking about when I sat as a head coach. And it was always around the Bob Diacos, the Jeff Quinns, the Paul Longos, the Brian Kellys. Like I've been around the Bill Inges. I've been around these guys. I've learned from these guys, and I'm bringing what I learned from them to the place that I'm at. I just need the institution, the community, the players, and everybody to buy into what we're doing, and we'll be successful.
Hey, Coach.
Yes, sir.
One of our followers, shout out to Johnny Thornton, man. He's one of our very avid listener, and he says, you're right, Coach. Podcasters like Rocky think NFL playing experience means a player can coach and manage. If that were true, the NFL would hire nothing but former coaches. Here's my contention. When I, as a fan, coach, because that's what I am first, I'm a fan first. When I suggest that a school hires
the exception, not the example. He's the exception.
And like Coach Jones just said, and I just want to say this, like Coach Jones just said, it's really about having the administration, the fans, the boosters, all supporting athletics in a way that give them the resources to have a program with the same level of investment, not dollar for dollar. I'm just talking about having that type of support and that type of momentum as a LSU, as a Notre Dame. If everybody was pulling in the same direction, you could have something similar on the HBCU level, in my opinion.
But Rocky, let me just add to that. At the same time, though, the difference, like I see what Coach Cole is saying, because it's bigger than that, though, Rocky. You have to be able to know how to recruit. You have to be able to know how to put a staff together. You have to be able to know how to go into these young people's homes.
Let me jump in on that for a minute, Ernest.
Yes, sir.
Look at the guys that he was coaching against.
Now,
all of them had no experience. And guess what, Ernest, Coach Jones, I'm sorry, all of them are gone.
That's right.
They had no experience. I keep saying, he would not have came in with me and Ernest and Coach Fobbs and Coach Spears and all these great coaches. He wouldn't have came in and dominated like that. And I'm not saying nothing against these guys. We all had experience and backgrounds and stuff like that. So no, I don't think so. I don't think he would have done that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But again, Coach Prime is in another atmosphere. Let's say that, because we got to give him his credit. Right? That's right. We got to give him love. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I want to make sure I give him love. You know what I mean? But I guarantee you, though,
conference, and you also coached in the MEAC, because I haven't got Coach Cole coached in the SWAC. You coached in the SWAC. You also coached in the MEAC. I haven't ever asked a coach this from a head coaching perspective. What is the difference in between the two conferences?
In my opinion, I don't think it's even close. SWAC versus MEAC. I think the SWAC is by far ahead of the MEAC, and I know that teams are moving over to the SWAC. But I would say that even before, I just think it's more talented coaches in the SWAC. I think they got better players in the SWAC. You know, I just think that brand of football that's played in these southern states, the type of players that are attracted to these type of schools are just better than the players that's attracted to those schools going towards the Midwest. But at the end of the day, I'm a coach. I just think it's better coaches and it's better coaching in the SWAC than it is in the MEAC.
Yeah. Let's switch gears for a minute, Coach.
I got 2 corners. I got a 6'2" corner, Terod Dickerson from Florida, and I got Jeremiah Campbell, who got 8 offers from Memphis, Tennessee. Both of them 6'2" corners, 180 pounds. They can play Division I. They already hold Division I offers, so we have those kind of guys over here. I got the Bethune-Cookman transfer playing quarterback for me here in ex-Washington, who took
Is
Tampa.
That the left-handed kid?
From Tampa. Took him 12-1 down there. So he's here on our campus right now.
He bad boy, Coach. He bad boy.
So we feel good. Dwayne Mosley over there at wide receiver. He's got great hands, great feet, a bunch of those good things. We got a tackle out there, Emmanuel Cooks, about 6'5", 315 pounds. I'm saying you got Division I guys here in the building, and the Division I coaches are going to come see them. What we have to do is get these guys, because I've been in that space, graduated at the mid-year. They got a better chance to go to Division I if we can get them out at the semester. So we're pushing them to take the type of class the semester. And then in regards to those hours that transfer in and transfer out, they differ depending on a college. As long as it's an accredited institution and that the college that you are at will accept it as a transferable hour that they'll add to their transcript, you can do that. And that's what kids are doing. And most of them are taking those online classes so that they can pad those hours up so that they can get out of here early.
Hey, Coach Cole, for a second, I just want to make a quick announcement. Again, we're gonna stop the stream on the Off Script channel, and select the stream, the Rocky Miller stream. I want to thank you guys for watching on the Off Script channel, but we're gonna continue to broadcast on the Rocky Miller channel with HBCU Coaches Corner. I want to thank you guys. You got 1 minute to go ahead and switch over. Once you switched over, go ahead and type 1, and
you can hang it up. There are a lot of 3-star players that's sitting at home right now. There are a lot of 3-star players that's in the junior colleges. It's just not happening anymore. The first thing that these schools are going to do is they're going to go to the portal. The portal is the new high school, if you will. They're going to go to the portal. They're going to pick the best players out of the portal and build their team. And then if they have to go get the next level of kid, they're going to go to the junior colleges, because those kids can play 2 years and their clock doesn't start. So the high school 3-star, 2-star, and 1-star is obsolete. So here at Mississippi Delta, we're going to go after those guys. We're going after the 3-stars and the 2-stars and the 1-stars, because they're going to be looking for homes when signing day is over. That's kind of what the landscape is right now. You better be a 5-star for sure and a legit 4-star, or it's going to be real tough on you.
Let me add.
Go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry.
No. I would just
need to go to a place like that, but they're not looking at him. We want to look at those type of kids. And then that also gives credibility to the junior college programs. Another thing that does that, not trying to say anything about me, but some of the top level JUCO programs are trying to get guys with similar backgrounds to myself to also add some credibility to what they're doing and attract a different type of athlete to those colleges. That's what's going to make the junior college the second picking choice after the portal, my opinion.
Yeah. Well, Coach, I tell you, I was just thinking the same thing. Why now should I go to Mississippi Delta? I should go to Mississippi Delta because Ernest Jones, the head coach, have coached with some of the most powerful coaches around that's still in the game. And he has those contacts. And I'm pretty sure that you with those contacts.
Picking up the phone and, hey, talk to this team. And that coach is saying some of the things that I'm saying. Can you imagine? They know that coach at this Power 5 school, and that coach is saying the same thing that Coach Jones saying to me every day. That's the kind of experience that these young people are getting here. You can respect that, Coach Cole. I know.
That's great. That's great. That's what I kind of figured. So
Coach Cole,
go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask
Coach. Okay, let's talk about the money part of going to the junior college. Does the financial aid transfer? How does that work?
Absolutely. And one of the things that you have to do is you have to try to find Pell guys. Those are kids that qualify for Pell money, so that you can.
Okay, can you break that down a little more, Coach?
Okay.
The Pell money,
basically
football.
You know, let me tell you, it's very important. And one thing about Mississippi, because this as a state, they go through, you know, they're not looked upon as some of the top elite states. But these kids are hungry and they want it. They got that little slang about them when they talk. They sweat differently. They work differently. So it's important to me to try to stay here in this state. Yep, we got out-of-state scholarship. Yep, we can go to Florida, Georgia, Texas. We can go anywhere and get that player. But the kids down here, they cut differently, Rocky. Again, they sweat differently. They just different in a way that you like when you put them out there on the football field. It's just a different kind of hungry because they want to get out of the circumstance that they in right now. And the only way that they can do it is to play this game of football.
Yeah. Let me throw another thing out and just check it. Now, you know,
some personality as a coach, and you got a great coaching staff, you can get you two good Mississippi players to play behind that kid that you wouldn't got from Florida.
You know, Coach, I gotta say this, you know, and Rocky knows when I talk to my guys, you know, you one of my guys. You know, Mississippi Delta don't hit a home run on the head coach. You know what I mean? And I look for you to do great things, man. But I just wanted to say that while I was thinking about it.
You know,
that's
the conclusion that a lot of our followers and our listeners and the people that watch this show weekly, they believe you make believers out of. Hey, Coach, obviously you can coach it. That's what your record said. But hey, you got them believing, Coach. You got them believing.
Yes, sir. I mean, we got them believing out here because the mantra is a new day. It's a new day.
Right.
It's a new day. It's a new day. And the administration, the players, and the community know that it's truly a new day. The equipment in here. I told these kids that when they come back on August 3rd, that they will see something different. So we're trying to put some paint on the walls. We're trying to get some new equipment in here. We're trying to, you know, revitalize this place. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be really, really exciting. We're going to go from one bus to two buses, Coach Cole. They took the team on the road on two buses. On one bus, we get two buses. I said we can't ride like that. Offense on one bus, defense on the other bus. If you want to win, I need another bus.
Hey, let me ask you this here, Coach. I know usually junior college rosters are really thin, Coach.
Yes,
really
sir.
Thin. How many of you guys going to carry on your roster this year?
You can't. The limit is 65. You can only carry 65. So, and again, the institution has to support this. So, Coach Cole, Rocky, you could appreciate this. They've never carried more than 45 in the last 4 years at Mississippi Delta. I'm 100% coming out the gate with 65. I'm going to have my, that's what those coaches telling them players. Lane Kiffin saying the same thing down there at Ole Miss. You know, but what's so nice about it is we travel to those areas so I can call Ole Miss, I can call USM, and I can call Jackson State and say, hey, I need to use your facility to do a walkthrough. Oh, Coach, no problem, Coach. No problem. What an experience my kids going to get to do a walkthrough down there at Ole Miss, Southern Miss, and Jackson State. I better be quiet for these teams.
Well, let me ask you this here, Coach. Let me ask you this here, Coach.
Yes, sir.
And this is just thinking out loud, so you can tell me if it's something you do. If you look in the portal, a kid that maybe let's say at Southern Miss, he's entered the portal. He's a junior, or well, not a junior. Maybe he's a freshman. He enters the portal. Nobody picks him up. Can you call him and bring him to Mississippi Delta?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We want to do that. We want that kid, and we're gonna tell the portal unless you able to pay that fee. So that's another thing that we had to put in front of the administration to be able to pay the fee to get us some access to look at that portal.
Oh man, that's awesome information. I didn't know that looking in the portal cost. The NCAA charge you to look in the portal.
Yeah, you can't just look in the portal. Nah.
Oh man, Coach.
That was good. That was good information.
Yeah, that is good information because we was thinking it was open to anybody who wanted to look.
Yeah, it is. But you know, you got all those kids names. No, I can't tell you why it's like that. You gotta have a membership and an ID. You gotta have something to look in the portal. You can't just Google portal right now and look in it. You know, unless it didn't change.
No, Coach. Well, I just thought the schools, academic institution would have.
But now you want to think about what kind of team do we want to be? That is the goal and the challenge that we set in front of them, and we talk about it every day. Do you want to be a team that lose big? You want to be a team that lose close? You want to be a team that win close? Or you want to be a team that win big? And a competitive team will be somewhere where you lose close or you win close. You take it from there on which one of this team is going to be prepared to try to do in this next season.
Yeah. Coach, looking at now you came in the spring and you was the defensive coordinator. You know, where you think you guys are talent-wise, you know, and if you can make a run to the championship, you know, of course we don't ever put that out. You know, where you think and where do you think where some of the problems was why they only won 2 games?
You know, one of the things for us, and like I said, I think is my eyes and Coach Taylor, his eyes. We've been looking at offense in a SWAC over the last 5 or 6 years. So there's nothing going on to make me think he's not going to bring an offense to this league that they haven't seen before. And we're going to be competitive. He calling the offense, I'm calling the defense. So, yeah, we think we can challenge.
Is this the Coach Taylor that was at Alabama A&M?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's the offensive coordinator here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see how that got your attention?
Yeah. He had a prolific offense. I know he had a kill glass. He was lighting it up. He was really lighting it up.
You heard what Coach Cole said about my quarterback that's on campus, didn't you? So okay. So it's safe to say that the Mississippi Delta coaching staff is SWAC. We think so. Yeah. I got all Division I coaches. Every one of my coaches coach Division I.
Thoughts about either of my sons coming to play for you either. And I think that's what's important when about a football program is that parents feel comfortable sending their young men to learn and grow from other quality men. So it's always refreshing to see that circumstance and situation materialize. And again,
definitely
you got the stamp.
That you pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You got the stamp from Coach Cole.
To who we are. Like I said, I called Coach Cole 3 weeks ago. I told him I took the position, and he immediately said, "I need to get you on the show." And you know, this is for all of us. I'm a image of Coach Cole. We all been through this, man. Like I said, you got a bunch of us out there. One of my really good friends, Coach Ferrier. If Coach Ferrier was sitting in here, Coach Ferrier, to these coaches conventions, meet or networking events, meet as many people as they can. It's not cliche, as you probably heard it before, but you have to call them. You have to write them. You have to continue to communicate with these coaches, even when they don't respond back to you. Follow their games and say, congratulations on the win yesterday. Put the score in there so that they really know you saw you won yesterday, 21-7. Good job, whatever. Just communicate and network and just don't give up on it, because you'll find 1 or 2 coaches that'll call you back, that'll take your call, that'll write you back. That's what I would say for them to continue doing. But if you have any of them out there, tell them that want somebody who will take their call, have them call me. I'll return every single call from any coach that want to get in the business and pour into them as much as I can, because that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's so important that you have a coaching staff that
trans. Well, I mean, they got to be
Coach Jones, you know that see that old school. I teach now, and you can't even teach that way no more. You're embarrassing me. You can't even teach little kids that no more. You know what I mean? And that's old school. And a lot of guys, what I found, Ernest and Rocky, was that's how we coach. We would have clinics, and we would put you on the board.
Yes, sir.
And if the coaches that have left me or my brother or those situations have went on to be great coaches. Coaches that have it and took it as, oh man, you in here trying to embarrass me. Oh man, you mistreat me. No, I'm trying to make you a good coach. And that's what, to me, that we're hiring now. And one would say, well, we're not getting those.
So Coach, what's funny to me is that a coach would be offended by being put on the spot when the job of coaching is this, coach. with 40,000 people watching and a 2 million at home watching, your job is to solve a problem that everybody sees.
Yes, sir.
And that problem may be Randy Moss, or you understand what I'm saying, Coach? You got to have a solution to that problem. So it's funny to me that a guy would get offended.
Well, let me say this.
When you're asking him to solve a problem, when it's just you and him. Because when it's 40,000 in the stands and 2 million watching, you can get embarrassed. That's called getting embarrassed if you ask me.
But Coach, it happens in the NFL. They don't look like us, but they don't say how terrible they are. It happens in the NFL, Coach.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? It just don't happen in the SWAC and in the MEAC. It happens in the NFL because somebody
show me what they're teaching you. Show me. So my kids, they didn't even know how to draw a circle, a hash, but they're getting to know that now. And you have to hire again coaches who know and understand that stuff. It's not just about saying, hey, I'm coach, I'm the coach, I'm the coach. What are you teaching these young people? Because they're going to be asked a question when they move on to the next place. That's what
I got the job at Texas Southern, I took a kid from Oklahoma State. Yeah, that wild Oklahoma State. I brought that kid down and started talking to him about cover 3, cover 2. Where you going to attack it? Where's the weak part? You know, what are they giving up? What are they trying to take away? This kid had no clue. That kid told me, because that's when, Ernest, you appreciate that. That's when you used to sit up at the line and then look over at the coach and then they tell you where to throw the football at.
Right. Yes, sir.
You know why they could do that, Rocky? It's because they got the 5-star, 4-star athletes.
If not smarter than me. But I want them in the room because I want to develop these kids. That's why I want them in the room, and I want to win. And they're going to develop, and they're going to help us win. I don't give a crap if you know more than me or not. I already been to the national championship game. I done coached on 3 undefeated teams before. I know what it looked like, smell like, feel like.
Right.
So
that's right.
I don't have no intimidation about it. Most people are intimidated by me when I come in the room because of my personality. But I want them to ask me what to do. I want that opportunity. And I'm just trying to teach people around me how to be ready if the coach say, tell me right now. No, don't come back tomorrow. I'm not going to call you next week. Go right now. Put it up here.
Coach, I know you're a defensive guy, but I try to ask all coaches this question when they come on the show, when I get a chance. And I want to
go into that. And if these coaches aren't developed coaches who know what they're looking at and know how to tell a kid how to look at it and be able to go out there and execute, that it's probably the hardest position to coach in football, and anybody can't coach quarterback. You really got to be a special guy to coach that position, in my opinion. And there are a lot of people, especially in some of these schools, who get that job because of what they look like or who they related to and things like that. Don't have anything to do with their ability to coach that quarterback.
Let me ask you this, because you guys are in the profession. I'll ask Coach Cole to chime in on this. A guy who's a scheme guy and a player developer, are they two different guys? Are they the same guy? Or are those two totally different skills?
Give us some things. Then in practice, when you throw the ball all the time and don't have no fits, it makes your defense soft. You know, that's why defenses are soft today. You know what I mean? Because you don't focus on run game. You know what I mean? When you're bringing an extra guy in. So I think the RPO has made coaches, not coaches, but players lazy. When I watch 7-on-7, you know, I ref, you know, all over Arizona, the state of Arizona. And when I look at the quarterback, he doesn't get his depth back. You know, and he's sitting there not getting where he goes. He's not being able to scoot up and pop. He don't know how to read coverages. Wide receivers don't understand releases, you know, inside, outside, getting your depth. It's a lot of things around the passing game, as Coach explains so much, that it just ain't being taught no more. And the worst thing I ever see is when they alternate
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.